Hey YouTube, it is Dusk. This week I've got for you a new Fire Darkness deck revolving around the cards from the Dragon Strike Infernus booster. It's a nice little 40 card deck that Luna is using in the deck profile in the duel videos below. Links are in the description. I'll be showing you the deck list from Scale of Level. Starting with 3 Giga Bulver. Sorry for the glare, folks. Let's see if I can't. Yeah, there we go. Level 1 Chimera can come out on the first turn. Maybe be a little bit of a beat stick at 3k, but it blows up whenever it attacks, so gotta be careful with him. Another one that blows up when it goes through, or rather when it wins a battle. 3 copies of Skeeter Swarmer for early 2-drop blocks. I realize Grudge Weaver is a nice level 2 blocker all of its own for Darkness, but I wanted the blockers to be able to knock out, or at least my level 2 blocker to be able to knock out creatures early game. Clear the way for in case the match got drawn out. Grudge Weaver just can't do that like Skeeter Swarmer can. To bring the late game into mid game or possibly even early game, we got 3 Umbras to help with that. Each one has Dragon Song, which will reduce the cost of any of your dragons by 1 each, and so long as Umbra's out, all of your dragons become Slayers. Not that big of a deal with most dragons, since they're already ridiculously strong anyway and they're going to win a battle, but you'll see soon that a lot of these dragons really could make good use of that Slayer ability. I've got in 1 copy of Dark Return. This deck has a few ways to recover cards, and this is just a last-ditch effort if all else fails, to help you recover cards and get right back in the game in case of a worst-case scenario that sets you back. More blockers. Smack it with a teddy bear with 3 Scaradorable of... oh wow. Right now, Scaradorable of Glare Hollow. Scaradorable of Gloom Hollow. Squeaky is a level 3 blocker who can attack with 2,000 power, Chimera. And Adorable Gaze, if he ever enters a battle with a level 4 or lower creature, nothing happens to either creature. Speaking of level 4 creatures, I got 3 copies of Kanina in here. Wanted to max out on the Dragon Song ability as much as possible. Plus, the Infernus Envoy ability gives all of your dragons powerful attack plus 2,000. I figure add in enough powerful attacks, they'll stack and can possibly nab a few extra victories either way. Just gotta pile it up right. My other level 4 card, 2 copies of Bone Blaze to help knock out those early level threats before you can bring out your dragons. Now, moving on to level 5 and a lot of dragons. 3 Hyperspeed Dragon. Level 5, 5,000 Armored Dragon who can come out much sooner if you can bring out a couple Umbras and Kaninas. And while he's out, if you have another Armored Dragon out, they all get fast attack. You will soon see that most level 5 Armored Dragons do support each other pretty well. Take, for instance, 2 Twin Cannon Maelstrom. While he's out, all your other creatures get powerful attack plus 2,000. Doesn't give him to himself, but hey, that and Kanina means all of your creatures have, or rather all of your dragons get powerful attack plus 4,000. As well as the same physical stats of Hyperspeed. Keeping the level 5, 5,000 Armored Dragon theme going, we have 3 copies of Herald of Infernus. If this guy ever wins a battle, you can bring out one of your other dragons of any civilization out on the spot. So you could bring it out even if there was no way you'd have been able to summon it for the next 2 or 3 turns. Very useful to swarm and go in for beating and winning. This next one I was originally going to put in 3s, but that would make it kind of situational, and in all honesty, the hand can restock in a heartbeat. So Rage Fire Tatsurion, I actually don't see needed to be running any more than 2s in any deck. If you have no hand, this guy, it changes from 5,000 level 5 Armored Dragon / Beastkin to all of that plus powerful attack plus 3,000. So while he's attacking, he jumps up to 8k, Double Breaker, and can't be affected by your opponent's, or can't be targeted by your opponent's effects and spells. Again, this requires you to have no hand, so if any of your shields get broken, he loses this effect. That's another reason I dropped him from 3 to 2 in the calculations. Very useful card, but only when you are losing. You need to climb back up to the top. Something to help even the playing field with those chimeras I showed you earlier. 2 Hydra Medusa. Level 5, 5,000 Chimera evolution, put on one of your chimeras. When it comes out, banish an enemy creature. Simple, sweet, keeps the game going in your favor. 2 Shield Blast in Tornado Flame. Banish enemy creatures 5,000 power or less. Now, the next dragon, I couldn't help, I actually made space for the deck since I read its effect and it's just ridiculously golden. 2 copies of Spellbane Dragon. A level 7 armored dragon with 8,000 power and Double Breaker. But my personal favorite part of him is the backfire ability. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, and this includes Shield Blasts people, you get to choose one of your opponent's shields, and this guy will break it on the spot. So, if he broke 2 shields and they cast a Shield Blast, he instantly climbed up to a Triple Breaker. If they try to get rid of him with a spell, okay, break a shield. It'll cost you. And it just keeps going and going from there. Now, on the off chance you run out of dragons to try to help you win, I've included 2 copies of Dreadclaw Dark Herald in the deck. Level 7 Terror Dragon with 7,000 Double Breaker. As a level 7, he's probably not going to come out till late game, mid game if you stacked up enough Firebirds. But that's good. You don't want him until that late in the game, because when he comes out, you get to take all the dragons in your discard pile and put them back in your hand. So you want to wait out a little bit before bringing this guy so that he can be your ace in the hole. Plus, if you have your Firebirds out while you bring him out, then next turn you can just swarm with all those level 5s that are ridiculously reduced cost. Now, we've seen Slayer, we've seen power-based banishing, we've seen level-based banishing, but we need to be able to banish regardless in case there's a super huge threat on the enemy's side. So, 3 copies of Terror Pit. Level 7 Shield Blast, banish enemy creature. It's not with a body like Medusa, but it doesn't require a Chimera to be out on your field, so yeah. Now, this last card, I had a lot of options with, but since I was lucky enough to get it in one of my boosters at the Dragon Strike and Furnace event, and I even told myself that if I did, it would fill this slot, Dracothane of the Abyss. Level 9 Terror Dragon with Triple Breaker and 12,000 power. His ability Dominate the Dead lets you bring back, not put to your hand, but bring 2 creatures level 4 and lower from your discard pile to the battle zone the moment he comes out. I got a friend who helped me build my new personal deck that I was using against Luna while she was using this. His name, he's going by the name of Vu. Actually came up with a really cool combo for this. Now, it's only good if you're running Water Darkness. It will not see the light of day in this deck. But let's say your opponent has no cards in their hand. Which, okay, you can do that by casting Skull Shatter turn 8 before you summon this at turn 9. Okay, their turn, they draw a card, they use it, they're at no hand again. You bring out this guy, you bring out Fumes and Rusalka. activate it in the order of Rusalka, then Fumes. So send a creature you don't like on their side of the field to their hand, and then Fumes makes them discarded. Beautiful. Just thought I'd give that little combo a shout out, even though it doesn't belong in this deck. Like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos. If this is your first time checking out one of my deck lists, the link to the channel introduction is in the description below. I should also point out that I have a Skype corresponding with the channel, Downtown Dusk. Same name, spelling, capitalization, and profile picture as the YouTube channel. Hit me up on there if you guys want to talk Kaijudo strategies, maybe even duel via webcam, whatever. I am also looking to join a team so I can get better. So if you guys want me, talk it up on Skype or PM me. Let's see what we can't work out. That's all I got for you today. I will see you guys later with more decks, and I will tell you how my first tournament goes next week. Later.